Hello guys, and welcome to another live casted game on the Eagles Rising tournament. Today we have Unity Dullboy playing as Swebby versus legio Italica Sogek playing as Carthage. This is the second game in the best of two. The first game will be casted by Lawrence Leduc, who I have here with me. Say hello, Lawrence.
Hi guys, thank you, Connor.
No, thank you. It's without you I couldn't have organised this event all by myself, and it's very nice to have you here with me. So we'll crack on to the builds, and I'll explain the Swebby build. Right now, as we see Swebby's cavalry contingent, we have two Germanic scout riders, one noble rider, very heavy cavalry there, and two light melee cavalry of some riders of the hunt. His melee core is a bit strange. He has a bit of everything. He has 4 Bloodsworn. He has a Swordmaster on his right flank, and a Wooden-ass Spear as his general on the left flank, with a Spear Levy in the centre, with 2 Spear Walls, one Berserker in the back, and another Wooden-ass Spear with another Spear Wall. So overall, his army is a bit everywhere. His missile core is 1 Germanic youth, 1 horse runner, and a Cimbri boar woman. And his general has brought Ariovistus, so we could see that fast charge. Lawrence, do you want to walk through Carthage's build?
Sure. Sogek prefer short range missile unit with 4 Libyan Peltast for the first line. In the second line, we can see 3 units of African pikemen. It's a surprise for me. I never see Sogek play with African pikemen with Carthage. Same sides, right and left. In first line, Libyan hoplites and the mercenary Samnite warriors on his back. The center with the small general and one Carthaginian cavalry and 1 Scutari cavalry. And other 2 cavalry are in stealth mode into the forest. Incredible. Also, they have 2 mercenary noble fighter on his back.
These will be key to him winning this game.
Yeah, what do you think about the Sogek build?
I quite like it. I think I know why he's bringing it. He's bringing it because he's going into Swebby, a very hard counter to Carthage. And by having those pikes there, he stops the Swebby player just charging him, because even with fast charge, you can't charge African pikemen head on. By having this his front line, it's going to make the Swebby play. It's going to make it hard for Dullboy to just do a fast charge on the entire Carthaginian army. So by putting those pikes there are to hold and to stop him from just rampaging at him with fast charge.
Yeah, but I think that the stealth cavalry of Sogek are very far from the other units because if you don't have long shot missile units, probably you need to go first against Swebby, because Swebby have the slingers and the Cimbri bow woman probably. Yeah.
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any slingers. He only has. He has one.
No. They have 1 slinger, Germanic slinger. On,
yes. Yep. I do see.
Yeah.
I do see. I missed that. There we go, guys. But he doesn't have a lot of missiles. One Cimbri and 1 Germanic slinger for the long range. And I think he brought these Germanic youths and horse runners to deal with any Carthaginian elephants, but Carthage did not bring an elephant, so it's going to be very interesting to see how Dullboy uses those spear throwing units.
Yeah, he split his army in 2 parts, obviously, because Sogek have pikemen in this center.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see how he uses his Germanic scout riders.
Yeah.
And it could be where the Germanic scout riders go behind the line and these Carthaginian cav come out and kill them as a stealth attack sort of surprise for this Swebby player. We'll see.
Yeah, also in this side there is a forest.
Yes.
And probably it can help Sogek.
Yes, it can. It's going to be very interesting to see, because now Dullboy has used his Swebby. He can't use it again for the entirety of the tournament, even after the group stage is finished. So by using this faction very early, this is his second game in the tournament, second set of games in the tournament, and we're still in the group stage, and he's already used his Swebby army now, which means in the future, if he gets through the group stage, he won't be able to use this, and this is a very big faction for Dullboy to lose. And if he loses this game against Sogek playing as Swebby, it's going to be very, very painful for him.
Sure. Okay, we can see the first attack, probably with Germanic Scout Rider.
Yes, on the
left flank of Sogek.
Let's see if this Carthaginian cavalry could be ready to maybe move out and intercept. There we go. The Carthaginian cavalry has been seen. It is no longer in stealth mode, and the Germanic Scout Riders are going to get out there. This entire build depends on how Dullboy uses his fast charge, and I believe he's accidentally forgotten about his berserkers. His berserkers are very isolated right now. It's surprising he only brings one unit of these. It's very surprising.
Same tactics on the other side for Swebby.
Yes, Peltist throwing a javelin volley back at the Scout Riders, getting some hit point damage and killing a model. That's the great thing about having Peltas. They can react to the Germanic Scout Riders very well.
Okay, in the center, Sogek goes straight on with his Libyan Peltast.
Yes, because Swebby doesn't want to get into combat yet because he hasn't found the right moment that he wants to use his fast charge. And fast charge takes a little bit of time to work, so it goes in two phases. It goes the speed, then the charge bonus.
Yeah.
You don't want to do the charge when you're in the speed bonus, not the charge bonus.
Yeah, also the speed of the entire army of Swebby is faster.
Yeah.
Because there are all light units.
Yeah, all light units. Apart from I would say the berserkers aren't very light, and the sword masters, I would say the one heavy sword unit on the field. A few peltists firing over here at the Germanic slingers. They're being pushed away very nicely. It's at a bit of a stalemate right now. Swebby doesn't know how to approach the situation by the look of it.
Yeah, I think that it's a very long game.
I think this is going to be in for a very long game, and I believe this is going to be a very interesting game to see. If Sogek can pull this off, he's going to use all the skill he can muster to make this. Is Carthage versus Swebby in a Max 7 melee. It's not very favourable for Carthage. Saying that, Swebby didn't bring a lot of melee infantry. You have the Blood Swarm and one sword follower. It's not a very heavy sword, and so I would say the melee infantry goes to Sogek with his noble fighters.
Yeah.
Sogek is chasing away the Kimbris there, and we could be seeing our first combat with the Libyan hoplites.
Yeah, but watch out. Okay, good move, because the javelin of Woodnuts are very dangerous for the cavalry.
Oh, the mercenary Scritari cav got shot by a pretty hefty Kimbri bowwoman shot there. Didn't kill any units, but it did get a lot of hit point damage. Germanic Scout Riders going to feint a charge towards the Libyan hoplites. However, Kimbris are wasting their ammo shooting this target, which is not a very good spend for the Kimbris. And also over here, he's also wasting his Germanic Scout Riders on killing.
Good move for Swebby on the right side of the army.
Yes, but he's wasting a lot of his expensive missiles on a very cheap unit.
Yeah, sure.
So he needs to make sure he gets those noble fighters. Is what he wants to be spending his missiles on.
Yeah, but Sogek miss the Libyan peltast shoot on that cavalry.
Yeah. These Libyan hoplites probably will be routing from the field. Very surprising he doesn't bring late Libyan hoplites. Late Libyan hoplites would be a lot better versus the missiles than the normal Libyan hoplites.
Sure. Probably because he prefer spend his money for the African pikemen.
See, I don't understand why the Germanic scout riders are firing the javelins at a very, very, very cheap unit. You know, Germanic scout riders don't have a lot of ammunition, so it's a bit of a waste, in my opinion, to the overall. So there is
especially against Carthage that usually play with 4 or 5 cavalry.
Yeah.
And in this tourney, the limit of skirmisher cavalry is free, correct?
Yeah, it's free with 4 missile cav being allowed for Parthia and Armenia and Camelia to give them a little boost, because that's the whole faction focus is around missile cavalry and cavalry. Cimbri bowwomen getting some kills. However, they have used, I think they have used quite a lot of their ammunition on this Libyan hoplite. Which is really not very costly for the Cimbri bowwomen here.
No, sure.
They may have a good kill rate.
58 kill on a shitty unit.
Yes, it's not good. And you can tell this because there's no chevron.
Yeah.
And even worse, I think they're going to fire into the back of these units, even though they've routed.
Sogek used the shitty unit probably for that.
Yeah.
And do the same things on the other side.
I believe the engagement will happen relatively soon. I think when Swebi starts running out of missile troops, I think he's going to charge. I think he just wants to harass Sogek. And really, the Cimbri bowwomen should be shooting these African pikemen. That's what they should have been doing the entire time. And he is doing this now. Is he? No, he's not. He's shooting the peltast. And you don't want to shoot peltast with Libyan.
Watch on the right. Probably spend a lot of javelin of Germanic Youths on late Libyan hoplites, sorry.
Yes. Carthaginian cavalry needs to be careful. These units can just fire a javelin volley back, and getting to some melee engagement here. Riders of the Hunt intercept the charge. Intercept the charge. Very good interception. Carthage needs to send some support over here. However, by forcing Swebi into this engagement, Swebi hasn't been able to use the fast charge ability, so if Sogek gets on top of this, he may be able to pull something off. The Carthaginian cavalry will win against the Riders of the Hunt, eventually. And especially with these late Libyan peltists being thrown into that as well, it's going to hurt that Riders of the Hunt. And we have a very nice hit on the Germanic youths there as well. Bloodswarm has been sent though to intercept. However, they took a lot of damage also. Riders of the Hunt going to engage the Libyan peltist. The Libyan peltist should hold. It's a decent unit. It's a very decent unit. It should not rout. It should beat that unit. Very good use of the Carthaginian cavalry here. Getting rid of this unit here was very good. Also, really hurting this unit here. So
too far this unit.
Yeah. These need to be brought into the field a bit better. Yeah. Because Sogek is going to focus on this left flank now, and the peltists are getting some really nice shots onto the side of the spear wall and bloodswarm here. And Swebi hasn't used its fast charge, so Swebi is engaging its infantry without Ariovistus being used, which is not good for Swebi at all. I think that maybe Swebi even forgets.
Watching the center, 3 Libyan peltast and no Swabian cavalry near that unit.
The horse runners are going to get some nice rear shots onto them, but the pelters can take that. They need to start targeting the bloodswarm. The bloodswarm will drop very quickly to peltis fire.
Good charge on the bloodswarm.
Yes, and very good use of the pikemen there to hold there as well. Libyan peltis doing really good work on Sogek's left flank here.
I love Libyan Peltast.
Yeah, so do I. They're a really sexy unit. So, however, these Libyan Peltists are taking quite a bit of fire from this flank here, and fast charge has been activated. I don't understand why it has been activated like this. It's not been used very well. Great charge into the back of this Wardenass here. Sorry, Noble Fighter gets a very nice charge on the Blood Swarm. It's going to really hurt them. Mercenary Noble Fighters will destroy this unit.
Good charge on the Libyan Peltast.
Yeah. However, they are Libyan Peltast, and the Peltists will hold against Germanic Scout Riders, and this unit will slowly win, because Libyan Peltists can beat light missile cav very easily in melee combat. Pikes are doing a very good job at holding this entire Swebby blob here.
Yeah.
Especially with this Blood Swarm being annihilated here by the Mercenary Noble Fighter. Pikes being
Sword Master and Spear Wall.
Yes.
Yeah, Spear Wall.
Okay, so the charge bonus has been passed now. They now have the charge. They now have the weapon damage. No charge bonus now for the Ariovistus. So I personally think the Ariovistus wasn't used correctly.
Watch the General of Swebby.
It's going to get
a very massive shot.
Yes, as well as the Peltast on top. This general will die very quickly, and this is one thing Swebby doesn't want. Swebby has a lot of cheap melee that could rout from the field from the general dying. Pride has been pushed, so they have used Pride, so the armor piercing damage from the Swebby is going to be increased. But Berserkers have been
Charge of Woodnut Spears on the General
of Carthage.
Sogek.
Yes, Carthage needs to get out of that.
Ooh.
However, these Berserkers are in a very bad situation also right now. Got charged. Sogek hasn't not realised, but I don't think Sogek has realised that he's in this situation. Sam Knight Warriors are going to assist. He needs to get that.
Run out.
But the Wardenass Spears have not gone cavalry counter tactics, so Sogek has managed to get away with it, I believe.
Yeah, but Sogek must run away fastly.
Yes.
If he won't save his general.
I personally think Sogek has this if he uses his noble. His noble fighters are very healthy, and the German missile units are very depleted. So.
The problem is the other side, because Dullboy win and now he can use his noble rider against the Peltast.
Yes, but also also on top of this, Carthage has a lot more cav on the field still. These two units of Carthaginian cav have done a great job so far.
Yeah, however, probably he won't sacrifice his general.
I think the Carthaginian general is going to die, but so is I think the Dullboy's general will be going down soon, very quickly.
Yeah.
African pikemen doing a very good job here.
Yes.
However, one pikeman is going to rout. The Sam Knight Warriors doing a good job against the spear wall. However, they may need some support against these sword masters here.
Great job with the Libyan Peltast.
On killing the general, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been used very effectively. And the Carthaginian general is still alive, surprisingly. And these noble fighters.
Heroic charge of the Carthaginian general.
Yeah.
Hannibal at the gates.
Yes, Hannibal at the gates, indeed. Don't know why he would be fighting in Germany, though.
So sexy.
It looks like both generals are going to waver here. Both generals of the Carthaginian general has died.
Yeah.
So has the Swebby general. So both generals out the way. I think Swebby is going to struggle. I think Swebby will suffer more from this than Carthage. Carthage has more disciplined units than Swebby does, and Carthage is winning this flank very nicely with a very healthy noble fighter there.
Swebby's general forgot a Bloodsworn unit.
Yeah. I think it came back from routing, and Swebby has blobbed quite heavily over here, and Swebby hasn't been able to burst this bubble because the pikemen are doing an excellent job here. 67 kills on Spear Wall and Sword Masters. These Sword Masters are in a world of pain right now. And the Wardenas Spears, however, are mopping up the Libyan Peltists. This is one unit that Sogek has to be very careful on dealing with here.
Yeah, true.
And he's going to lose his other African Pike unit over here. I believe it's just very weak. However, I don't think Swebby's morale can hold. This unit of slingers is on yellow morale. All the units, a lot of the units are on yellow morale for both sides actually. But these noble fighters here, I think, will save the day. I believe these noble
good
fighters
charge
will be the
of the
key.
noble fighters on the horse runners and bloodsworn.
This is a very close game, considering what both sides have. Consider that Swebby is a far superior faction to Carthage in this rule set. It's very surprising. Both units of noble fighters are being used exceptionally well. Carthaginian cavalry hitting the sacrifice. They're probably going to go down now, but may rout the slingers here.
Good charge on the spear wall back.
Yes, quite a heavy rout here. It looks like there could be a massive Swebby rout coming here, and here it is. The wavering, the balance bar is going against Swebby. A lot of the units are dead. General has died.
I don't know why the Swebby's general don't use the cavalry counter tactics against cavalry.
No, I don't know. He could have killed Sojek's general a lot quicker and wouldn't have lost as many men at all. He didn't use his cavalry counter tactics really as good as he would have liked. This is an excellent gameplay by Sojek here. Very, very well played. It is not easy to kill a Swebby army with fast charge with Carthage. We were quite wary about the African pikemen, but as we can see here, they have done a really good job at just holding. They may have not got a lot of kills, but they did what they were intended to do.
I'm very proud about Sogek.
Yeah, they stopped the fast charge in its tracks, and hence why Sojek is winning this one right now. Also, Sojek managed to kill the berserkers without even getting charged by them. The noble fighters killed the berserkers because the berserkers were not being controlled and got charged. So basically, we've got the last unit. The sword masters are going to try and stay in there, but there's too much versing it now, and the mercenary noble fighters will kill this Wardenas spear here. So the noble fighters were used exceptionally well. 241 kills, 246 kills. Carthaginian cavalry also being used very nicely here. So this is the last fight going here. Wardenas spears not dying. Staying in there to the end. Going in shield screen of all things.
Yeah.
That guy is a very dead German there. These Iberian mercenaries have done Sojek a world of wonders.
Very good game.
It was a very good game by both players here. Very well played by Sojek here. It looked like it could go both ways. The noble fighters did do very well. The peltist not getting a lot of kills, but doing a lot of HP damage as well. African pikes did very well, in my opinion. The Carthaginian cavalry did okay. I think they could have been used slightly better. The spear wall was used very well. I think the blood swarm and the fast charge with the berserkers was what lost Dullboy this game. He didn't use his berserkers.
Because Swebby don't charge Carthage.
No, Carthage charged Swebby, and Swebby was not ready for that.
Yes.
So I'd like to thank you for co-casting with me, Lawrence.
Thank you too.
Thank you to both players here. But more content will be on my channel and Lawrence's, Bobby BG's, and Granitor Total Wars. All the YouTube links will be in the description below with the brackets if any of you would like to follow it. This is me and Lawrence saying goodbye, guys. You all have a good day.
See ya.